Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and I run the blog lifefromtheviolasection.com where I share my favorite practice tips, general advice, and tech for musicians. The day you're seeing this is maybe going to be a big snow day or at least winter weather day for a lot of the US, at least on the eastern portion of the country. Where I am here in Richmond, Virginia, it looks like we might get 1 to 2 feet of snow, and I'm excited to hopefully see a lot of snow today and tomorrow, but I hope that everybody stays safe, of course. Hope it doesn't get too icy. So I thought, since we might have a couple of snow days here, I would share some ways that you can still make some music without feeling like you're doing work on snow days, because I know when it snows, I feel like that's the world's way of saying, like, take a break, take a nap, just relax. But maybe you still want to make some music without feeling like you're practicing really traditionally. So I have 5 suggestions that you might want to try out today. So the first way that you could make some music on a snow day without feeling like you're doing too much work is something that I like to do either when I'm practicing and want something a little bit different, or if I want to play something that I just really love for fun, and that is playing your instrument along with a recording. Now, this could be something that you're working on. Maybe if you're doing some orchestral excerpts, you might want to play those along with the recording of a full orchestra playing it. It's really fun, and it's also really informative too, because you get some practice playing your part with others, because a big part of ensemble playing, no matter what ensemble it is knowing how your part fits in with others. But you could do this for any genre. You could improvise with your favorite pop or jazz song. You could play a string quartet that you've never played before with a recording. Just kind of sight read it for fun. It's a great way to feel like you're making music with others, even if you're physically isolated or distanced from them. You can be as creative as you want. You can try different recordings. If you use YouTube, you can usually slow down the video or speed it up if you don't love the tempo or if you can't play up to a performance tempo. I think it's just a really fun activity to try. My second suggestion is basically traditional work, and that is score study, but romanticize it with maybe a mug of hot chocolate or tea. I've got some tea here today. And, maybe in front of the window where you can see the snow or at least whatever's going on outside. And, take a moment with your music, listen to a recording, make some notes about what you observe, and just get to know your music better. Even if you're feeling a little bit lazy and don't feel like physically playing your instrument, score study and mental practice are shown to be basically just as effective as traditional physical practice. So adding this in can be kind of a low key way, low energy way of still getting the practicing done without, getting your instrument out, standing and doing the whole practicing routine. My cat Pacho has joined us for tip number 3. I think he is looking forward to snow day. He might see some different stuff outside than he's used to. I think that would be very exciting for him. I don't think he's seen this much snow at once, at least for as long as we've had him. So my third suggestion of a way that you can still make music but have some fun with it is to make a recording. Now, if you feel like you are behind on work, you need to be productive, you could just record some of your practicing and listen back on it and analyze, observe, see what you need to work on next. Or you could do something really fun, arrange something for yourself, or find sheet music for one of your favorite songs, practice it a little bit, and then make a recording. You can even do multiple parts, even just on your one instrument. And then you might get some experience with a video editing app or even just audio editing. You can always make a fun video as like a picture slideshow, as I did a couple weeks ago for a Bach recording that I really enjoyed. Um, you can just have fun with it. It can be any genre of music that you want. It can be improvised. Just be creative and record it so that you can look back on it later. It's really fun to see, oh yeah, like I remember that day that it snowed and I made a recording of this song. That was really fun. I should look back on that. I actually did this a couple years ago. I was just playing through some Harry Potter piano sheet music, and I played Harry in Winter, which is like a wintry theme that is used in the Goblet of Fire movie. And I thought, there are 2 voices in this. I should arrange this for violin and viola. And so I just took that piano music, I made a scan of it, and I just kind of highlighted like, okay, this should be the violin part and this will be the viola part. I recorded those. I had a lot of fun playing it because I just like the music. I already knew how it sounded, so there wasn't much work to do. It was also fairly easy to play on both instruments. And then I went outside and I took some videos of the snow and some pictures. I edited my recordings together along with the videos as the visual, and I posted it on YouTube just to have fun. It was really creative and I had a really great time doing that. So if you want some creative inspiration, check out that recording. Maybe you can do something like that. Tip number 4 today is to have an instrument spa day. So take a chunk of your time on your snow day, wipe down your instrument, and maybe polish it up. It kind of depends on what musical family your instrument is in, how you can clean it, but if you play an instrument, you probably know the basics on how to clean it, or, watch a YouTube video, Google, how can I clean my instrument? Just be careful with any products that you put on your instrument. Double, triple check anything that you use is safe for whatever material your instrument is so that you don't harm anything. If there's any maintenance that you could do on your instrument, like maybe you've been putting off changing your strings and you have a set, now's a good time to just take a minute while you're slowed down and change your strings. Of course, take a look at the weather. If the temperature's going to fluctuate where you are, maybe it's not the best time to put on strings because the tuning is going to change depending on the temperature. Pamper your instrument for the day. You'll be thankful that you did when things pick back up again and you're going to lots of rehearsals or having lessons, performances. You took the time when you had that extra time, and your instrument and your future self will thank you. My final tip today is to absolutely make sure that your instrument is safe if the power goes out or if the temperatures really, really dip down and the heating wherever you are isn't quite catching up. So personally, for string instruments, our instruments are very affected by the weather, both the temperature and the humidity levels, because they're made out of wood and wood expands and contracts with the temperature. So if your power goes out and you're not playing, pack up your instrument, make sure that it's nice and secure. You can even kind of wrap a blanket around the case in order to keep your instrument in hopefully at least a somewhat stable environment. If you have any humidifiers that go in your case, like a damp bit that you put inside your instrument, or just, a little humidifier pad that sits in the case, use those to make sure that your instrument is in a very happy environment. But do be very careful. Make sure you don't overfill those because you don't want to get water on your instrument and harm anything. If you have an instrument from a different musical family, look up how you can keep it safe during temperature changes and just keep an eye on it. Make sure that your investment is well protected. All right, so go enjoy your snow day. I hope you have some inspiration on ways that you can still make some music, even if you don't feel like being super productive, which is totally fine. It's a snow day. Enjoy the snow. You absolutely should. But if you want to make some music, I hope that you will experiment with at least one of the tips in today's video. Let me know what you're doing on this snow day down in the comments. I also will have a blog post sharing all of these tips. Feel free to comment over there as well. All right, enjoy your snow day. If you're on the other hemisphere and you are in the summer, I hope you're enjoying some time outdoors. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I post new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Time.